You are not here by chance. This moment, precisely this one, is the universe's gentle whisper reaching through the endless tapestry of time to remind you your presence is sacred, purposeful, and absolutely necessary. Everything around you, everything within you, pulses with a singular cosmic rhythm, a symphony of universal truth echoing throughout eternity. You, dear soul, are the manifestation of infinite possibility, the realization of divine potential wrapped gently in human form. Pause and breathe deeply now. Feel this truth settle into your bones. Feel it resonate within your heartbeat as I share with you this simple yet profound wisdom. You are not here by accident. You were called into existence by the same intelligence that painted galaxies into the velvet canvas of space, that whispered life into the petals of the rose, and ignited stars from particles of dust. Your very existence is a deliberate act, not a random occurrence. The universe dreamed of you long before your first breath was taken. Look around your life, your environment, your experiences. They are not mere circumstances. They are the language through which the universe speaks directly to your soul. Every relationship, every encounter, every moment, whether bathed in joy or shaded in challenge, is a conversation with the divine. It's a dialogue intended to awaken your inner knowing, to stir your heart, to remember who you truly are, a spark of infinite consciousness having a temporary human experience. Consider for a moment the story of your arrival. Your presence on this earth was orchestrated by countless events, each delicately woven, each thread of experience intersecting in perfect harmony. Your being here today means you are essential. Your soul's calling is as integral to the universe's unfolding as the orbit of the planets or the songbird's morning melody. You, with your unique combination of talents, passions, dreams, and even your perceived limitations, are precisely what the world needs. This truth is your birthright. Claim it fully. Release any illusion that you are small or insignificant. You are as grand as the universe itself because you are not separate from it. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Every atom in your body once danced in distant stars, and every cell is a living testament to the magic of creation. Within you lies the power to change worlds, the power to heal, to forgive, to love fiercely, and to manifest dreams that ripple outward, touching countless lives. If ever you find yourself doubting your worth, remind yourself that your very existence defies astronomical odds. You are stardust shaped by divine hands. You are eternity woven into the fabric of now. Every breath you take is a sacred affirmation of the universe's trust in you. You are entrusted with a precious gift, the unfolding of consciousness itself. Honor this gift. Live consciously, love unconditionally, and trust profoundly that the universe will guide you where you must go. Yet, so often we forget this. We allow the world's noise to drown out the quiet, powerful voice of our soul. We become lost in confusion, fear, doubt, and illusion. We begin believing we are separate from the source of all creation, separate from each other, and separate from our own truth. But understand this deeply: separation is an illusion. You are never alone, never forgotten, never abandoned. You are cradled eternally in the loving embrace of the universe itself, and when you return your awareness to this reality, everything changes. Awaken now to your spiritual identity. Beneath your name, your titles, your achievements, your mistakes, beneath all of these transient layers is the luminous, eternal, wise soul, forever connected to the divine tapestry of life. The soul always knows it knows your true nature, your highest purpose, and your deepest desires. Listen carefully. Quiet the mind and let your soul speak clearly, for its voice will always guide you back to wholeness, back to truth. Your life becomes a beautiful unfolding when you align yourself with this universal knowing. Everything shifts when you release the heavy chains of ego, judgment, and resentment, when you recognize that forgiveness is the path to ultimate freedom. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is the highest expression of strength and the purest form of love. It unshackles your soul, setting you free to soar. When you forgive, you reclaim your divine power and realign yourself with the vibration of love. As you align more deeply with love and release your attachments to past wounds, something miraculous happens. Your life begins to resonate with effortless ease. Abundance flows freely, relationships deepen, and peace becomes your natural state. Life unfolds as a beautiful melody rather than a chaotic noise because you are now in harmony with universal intelligence. This intelligence, dear soul, lives within you. It patiently awaits your acknowledgement. It gently guides you, whispers softly in your heart, and moves through your intuition. It speaks in signs, synchronicities, feelings, and inspirations. To hear clearly, you must quiet the ego's incessant chatter, let go of fears, and trust deeply that you are guided and loved unconditionally. Trust that your highest good is always unfolding. Know this profoundly: you are enough, just as you are. This very moment holds everything you need to experience joy, peace, and purpose. Let go of the striving, the struggle to be someone other than who you are. Allow yourself to rest fully in the powerful, gentle embrace of self-acceptance. From this place of inner stillness, all wisdom arises and all transformations begin. Change your thoughts and your entire life will follow. Your thoughts are powerful creators shaping your reality moment by moment. They are not idle. They are vibrant, active energies that echo throughout your life and beyond. Choose thoughts of love, abundance, gratitude, and joy. Choose thoughts aligned with your highest self and watch in awe as your reality shifts profoundly. Your outer world becomes a reflection of your inner harmony. You see, your existence is the universe becoming conscious of itself through you. Your life is the cosmos exploring, creating, loving, and expressing itself uniquely through your essence. How miraculous this is, how beautifully empowering. The universe delights in experiencing life through your senses, emotions, thoughts, and actions. Embrace this responsibility and honor it with love, intention, and clarity. Every step forward, every challenge you face, every moment of joy and sorrow is part of your soul's sacred curriculum. Do not resist the lessons presented. They arrive to shape you, to grow you, and to reveal the depth of your spirit. Every difficulty you encounter is an invitation into greater wisdom, greater love, greater strength, and greater spiritual awakening. Welcome these lessons as sacred guides rather than adversaries. Always remember, you have never walked alone. Every breath is taken in communion with all of life. Your existence echoes through the universal heart. Your every heartbeat synchronized with the eternal rhythm of creation. Your soul is timeless. It dances freely between realms of existence, gathering wisdom and love along the way. Let this timelessness comfort and inspire you. You are infinite. You are eternal. Rest assured, the universe has called you here, to this exact moment, to this precise place, to awaken fully to your divine potential. It beckons you gently, whispering into your soul, you are ready, you are needed, you are loved beyond measure. Embrace this calling now. Release hesitation and step confidently into the truth of who you really are. Your life is not accidental. It is an exquisite, purposeful expression of divine love. Yes, dear one, you are here by divine appointment. The universe itself has summoned you, and your presence is the sacred answer. And so now, let your heart be as open as the vastness of the sky, unbounded, clear, and endlessly receptive to the gentle currents of universal guidance. Feel deeply that everything unfolding around you is inviting you to witness the sacred within the ordinary, the profound within the simple, and the eternal within each fleeting moment. Let this awareness wash over you like a soft cleansing rain, renewing your spirit and dissolving away illusions of separation. Imagine, if you will, a vast ocean that stretches infinitely toward every horizon. Each wave that rises and falls upon its surface appears separate, unique, individual, yet beneath that surface, each wave remains forever unified in the great, boundless sea. This ocean is your essence, and every wave, every ripple, every gentle movement is a reflection of your eternal connection to the whole of existence. No wave exists independently. No drop of water is ever truly apart from its source. You are not simply on the ocean, you are the ocean itself, breathing, moving, experiencing itself in infinite expressions. In moments of doubt or confusion, pause gently and return to the stillness that rests beneath the waves of thought and emotion. In the sacred silence of your soul, clarity will arise as naturally as morning sunlight illuminating the path you must walk with serene certainty. Trust deeply in this quiet wisdom, for it is the language of the universe whispering to you directly, guiding you effortlessly toward fulfillment, peace, and true purpose. See clearly that all burdens you carry, all past wounds you hold on to, and all fears about an uncertain future are merely shadows cast by clouds passing momentarily before your inner Sunday. Clouds may dim your vision briefly, but they cannot alter the brilliant light within you. Allow them simply to pass without judgment or attachment. Let your inner radiance shine unimpeded, for in its illumination, the world becomes an endless field of miraculous possibilities, a space of boundless love and profound transformation. Each relationship, each encounter becomes sacred ground when viewed through the eyes of unconditional love. When you recognize the divine essence in others, when you truly see them not as separate beings but as reflections of your very self, miracles occur. Love transforms all it touches. It heals wounds that seem permanent, dissolves barriers that seemed insurmountable, and lifts hearts that seemed irrevocably weighed down. Be an instrument of love's gentle yet powerful force, and watch as your own life becomes an effortless flow of grace. Your purpose here is not to strive tirelessly, but to awaken gracefully, allowing your inherent divinity to flow naturally through your being and into the world. Your life's greatest achievements will emerge not from pushing or forcing outcomes, but from aligning effortlessly with the intelligence that orchestrates the blooming of every flower, the turning of every season, and the breathing of every living creature. Awaken fully now. For this awakening is why you are here. It is the essence of your calling. You have been summoned lovingly, intentionally to remember that your true nature is infinite and divine. Live from this remembrance. Love from this truth. Move forward in this awareness and watch your life blossom into the beautiful masterpiece it was always destined to become. As you walk forward into this ever-expanding realization, know that each step is guided, each breath supported, each moment an integral note in the eternal symphony of universal harmony. Listen deeply, love fully, and trust completely. You are not merely observing the universe unfold. You are its co-creator, intimately and forever connected to the sacred dance of all existence. Continuing gently on this path of awakening, feel the depth of your inner landscape opening before you, vast and fertile, rich with potential waiting patiently beneath the surface. Within this sacred terrain resides the ancient wisdom that life itself has meticulously planted within you, seeds of truth quietly awaiting your nurturing awareness. You are the gardener, beloved soul. Your consciousness is the sunlight, your intentions the gentle rain. Tend your inner world with love, patience, and mindfulness, and you will witness an abundant harvest of joy, clarity, and peace. Know that healing is not merely the absence of pain, but the presence of boundless compassion, understanding, and acceptance. It emerges when you invite your shadows into the gentle illumination of your soul's infinite love. Every experience, every emotion, every scar within your being is precious, not because of the pain it once caused, but because of the growth, strength, and compassion it cultivated within you. Honor these inner wounds. Let them guide you toward deeper empathy, profound forgiveness, and a tenderness that heals everything it touches. Gently release your grip upon the illusion of control, dear friend. For true liberation arrives when you surrender your heart into the infinite embrace of divine trust. Life is not something you must dominate or overcome, but rather a sacred dance to be cherished and experienced fully. Allow your being to move gracefully with the rhythms of existence, trusting implicitly in the unfolding of your unique journey. Trust that every step, every detour, and every perceived setback carries a deeper purpose and profound meaning beyond your current perception. Recognize that within every ending resides a new beginning, waiting quietly in the wings of your awareness. The cycle of renewal and rebirth is the heartbeat of existence itself. Let go of any fears that cling to old forms, for as one chapter closes, another opens with breathtaking possibilities. Embrace this flow courageously, knowing deeply that the universe continuously breathes new life into every moment, into every breath you take. And as you expand your awareness further, observe how each person who enters your life offers a sacred reflection, a glimpse into both your strengths and vulnerabilities, your fears and your immense capacities for love. They mirror back to you parts of yourself that seek integration, acceptance, and transformation. Welcome these souls as profound teachers, each bearing gifts of wisdom that deepen your self-awareness and broaden your compassion. In truth, there are no strangers in your experience, only fellow travelers accompanying you on your soul's journey homeward. Together you create a tapestry of interconnectedness that is vibrant, magnificent, and enduring. Every thread matters, every encounter has purpose, and every soul you touch leaves a permanent imprint upon the fabric of your heart. Now let gratitude arise spontaneously within you, gratitude for every breath, every sunrise, every smile, and even every tear. Gratitude, dear one, is the fertile soil in which joy blossoms effortlessly. Allow it to overflow your being, for gratitude opens the floodgates of abundance, aligning your soul harmoniously with the generous, loving nature of the universe. Feel deeply that your journey, this beautiful unfolding of your life, is the universe itself, expressing its divine creativity through you. Each heartbeat, each thought, each act of kindness is the universe discovering itself anew through your unique perspective. Your existence enriches the tapestry of life in ways beyond comprehension. So, live your life fully awake, fully present, fully aware of the sacredness that dwells within and around you. Recognize your interconnectedness with all of creation. Embrace this truth joyfully, tenderly, and passionately. Walk forward from here with an open heart, a peaceful mind, and an awakened soul, for this is precisely why the universe called you to become fully, radiantly, and profoundly yourself. Feel the sacred whisper within, urging you gently toward an ever deeper understanding of your divine essence. This inner voice is not merely intuition, it is your timeless companion, your eternal friend who journeys with you beyond the bounds of physical existence, forever guiding you toward profound truth and boundless peace. It is the call of your highest self, pure, wise, and unconditional in its love for you. In moments of quiet stillness, you begin to recognize your true power, not the power of domination, but the gentle, transformative power that arises from authentic presence and genuine kindness. In your willingness to be present, to truly see and honor the beauty in every unfolding moment, you transcend the illusion of separateness, discovering the unifying thread that connects all beings and all experiences. Notice the subtle miracles that dance effortlessly through your daily existence. The sun that lovingly kisses your face, the breeze that tenderly whispers in your ear, the laughter of a child echoing in your heart. These are not random occurrences, but divine reminders, subtle, powerful invitations to awaken more deeply to the exquisite magic that permeates your everyday life. Embrace this awareness with gratitude and allow it to ignite within you a profound appreciation for each precious fleeting moment. Let compassion flow freely, first inward toward yourself and then outward toward the world. Recognize compassion as your natural state, a state of grace that dissolves judgments, heals hearts, and transcends misunderstanding. Compassion softens your vision, allowing you to perceive beauty even in moments of struggle and challenge, revealing deeper layers of meaning that were hidden behind the surface. Through compassion, you become a channel for healing, an embodiment of love's highest purpose. Each breath you take is a sacred act, an affirmation of your willingness to embrace life fully, deeply, and consciously. Allow each breath to anchor you in the present, the sacred space where all growth occurs and where true transformation is born. The present moment, radiant and alive, is always offering you the wisdom, peace, and clarity you seek. As you continue to walk this path of awakening, become aware of the profound peace within you, unshaken by the external chaos of life's shifting tides. This inner peace is your sanctuary, your refuge, your true home. Whenever life feels overwhelming or uncertain, return to this inner sanctuary and rest within its tranquil embrace. Allow peace to permeate your being, to soothe your soul, and to restore your clarity of vision. Let joy become your natural expression, an effortless reflection of the gratitude and awareness now blossoming within your heart. Joy is not dependent upon circumstance. It emerges naturally from your recognition of life's intrinsic beauty, a recognition anchored deeply in your divine nature. Allow joy to infuse your daily experiences, to color your interactions, and to elevate your spirit in even the simplest of tasks. You are here, dear soul, to be a luminous beacon radiating love, wisdom, and joy. The universe has entrusted you with this precious life because it knows the profound impact your existence can have. Shine your light brightly, unapologetically, and fearlessly. In illuminating your own path, you illuminate the path for countless others who are waiting patiently for your example, your courage, your authenticity. Let this truth deeply resonate within you. Your life matters. Your presence is essential. Your journey is sacred. Your voice, your dreams, your love, all are integral to the great cosmic unfolding. Each step forward is a blessing to this world, a divine affirmation of your purpose and your significance. Move forward now with courage and grace, knowing that your soul is infinitely supported and deeply loved. Trust that your every step is guided, that your every breath is blessed. Your journey is not accidental, it is divinely inspired, powerfully purposeful, and beautifully orchestrated by the same loving intelligence that sustains all creation. Live fully from this awareness, beloved one, and you will find that every moment, every experience, every heartbeat becomes a sacred affirmation of your deepest truth, that you are here, not by accident, but by divine calling. Let your soul breathe deeply now, breathing in the timeless truth that every step you take upon this earth is guided by a higher intelligence, an unseen force that tenderly holds your hand and gently whispers directions through the subtle intuition of your heart. You are, in every possible way, accompanied by the loving presence of the universe, a presence as constant and infinite as the stars that illuminate the darkness of night. Trust this presence implicitly, for it guides you, protects you, and carries you forward when you feel most uncertain. Feel within your core a warmth, a tenderness emerging like the first rays of dawn. This warmth is your true nature, your innate kindness and compassion that softly melts barriers, dissolves resistance, and transforms every encounter into a sacred exchange of love. You are here not merely to exist, but to express, to create, to embody love in its most expansive form. Your life is a vessel, waiting patiently to overflow with the richness of your authentic self. Consider now, dear one, how often your most profound moments of awakening have arisen not in isolation, but in relationship with others. Every interaction you share carries within it the potential for a sacred awakening. For each soul you encounter holds the keys to aspects of your own being, mirrored back gently yet powerfully. Let these interactions awaken deeper insights, broader perspectives, and a more profound sense of your interconnectedness with all that island. As you continue along this sacred path, remember that simplicity is the gateway to wisdom. Complexity often distracts us, drawing us away from the clear, pure truth that resides within the gentle quietude of our hearts. Embrace simplicity, dear friend. Find your grounding in the natural rhythms of life, in the soft glow of morning, the quiet hush of twilight, the ebb and flow of tides. Here, in simplicity, your spirit flourishes, your heart opens, and your mind becomes clear and luminous. Know also that your life is an offering. Your presence on earth is a gift you present to the world, your unique talents, dreams, perspectives, and experiences. Offer them generously, for in giving freely of yourself, you align perfectly with the abundant nature of the universe itself. True abundance arises not from grasping or accumulation, but from generosity, openness, and the willingness to share your true essence with all who cross your path. Release now all lingering beliefs that you must somehow prove your worth or earn your place in this beautiful cosmic dance. You have nothing to prove, nothing to justify, nothing to earn. You are already whole, already worthy, already deserving of the infinite blessings life longs to bestow upon you. Your only task is to awaken fully to this truth, to receive life's gifts openly and gratefully, and to allow your radiant authenticity to illuminate your path. Listen deeply within, dear soul. Hear clearly the gentle melody of your true calling, a song uniquely yours, written within your heart since the dawn of existence. This calling is not burdensome nor complicated. Rather, it is joyful, clear, and resonant with purpose. Follow this melody with trust, and you will find that doors effortlessly open, pathways emerge, and divine assistance manifests precisely when needed. Let your soul rise freely, unencumbered by fear or doubt, ascending toward ever-expanding heights of awareness, understanding, and love. Ascend with grace and courage, knowing profoundly that your spiritual growth is limitless, bound only by the beliefs you choose to hold. Choose expansive beliefs, beliefs rooted in love, interconnectedness, and infinite potential, and watch as your reality expands beautifully to reflect these truths. Allow this sacred awareness to permeate every aspect of your life. Move gently, thoughtfully, purposefully through your days, honoring each interaction as a holy encounter, every experience as a sacred teacher. In doing so, you transform ordinary moments into extraordinary awakenings, everyday experiences into profound revelations. And as your consciousness expands, as your heart deepens, know that your very existence ripples outward, touching countless lives, bringing healing, joy, and peace to places and people you may never physically encounter. Your presence has profound meaning, deep significance, and transformative power far beyond your immediate perception. Embrace now fully the divine invitation before you, the invitation to live consciously, love fiercely, trust profoundly, and shine brilliantly. You are, without question, a luminous expression of divine intelligence, a vital thread woven intricately into the universal tapestry. You are not accidental, you are intentional, you are necessary, you are loved. Now, beloved soul, gently settle into the embrace of the timeless awareness that has journeyed with you since the first heartbeat, the first breath, the first spark of consciousness within the womb of eternity. Let yourself rest now within this knowing, held tenderly in the gentle hands of infinite love that have shaped every moment of your existence. Reflect quietly on how far you have traveled. Look lovingly upon your journey, with its winding paths and unexpected detours, its moments of darkness and brilliant illumination. Recognize that every experience, every step, every breath you have taken has been divinely orchestrated, guiding you gently and firmly toward this very moment of awakening. Honor this truth with profound gratitude, for gratitude itself transforms each experience into sacred wisdom. Feel the peace within you, deepening, expanding, filling every cell and every corner of your being. Allow this peace to anchor you firmly in the present, in this eternal now, the only place where your true essence resides. Let it soften any lingering resistance, dissolve any remaining doubts, and heal any wounds that may still echo within you. This peace, born of your sacred realization, is your sanctuary, your refuge, your eternal home. Know profoundly that your journey forward is beautifully illuminated by the light of your own awakened heart. Move ahead with serenity and courage, trusting deeply that every step will reveal the path ahead precisely when you need it. You need not see the entire journey clearly, for your soul knows the way, guided always by the divine intelligence within and around you. Step now into the fullness of your authentic self, radiant and free, guided by love and sustained by grace. Embrace your life completely, surrendering joyfully to its divine rhythm. Know in your heart that every moment is a sacred invitation to embody compassion, wisdom, and unconditional love. Answer this call with courage and gentleness, for in doing so, you fulfill your highest purpose, the profound realization of who you truly are. You are here by divine calling, beloved one. The universe chose you, summoned you, celebrated your arrival, and continues to rejoice at your awakening. Your existence is the sacred answer to a divine question asked long before you arrived. Who will carry this light, this love, this profound understanding into the world? You are the universe's gentle yet powerful response. And as you now fully embrace this truth, allow your heart to overflow with love, gratitude, and wonder. Allow yourself to be a living expression of divine grace and infinite possibility. Trust completely that from this moment onward, you are guided, you are supported, and you are deeply, endlessly loved. Your awakening has arrived. Embrace it fully. Step forward now into the magnificent truth of your divine purpose, knowing deeply and forever. You are not here by accident. The universe called you. And now, beloved soul, your heart has finally answered.
There is a rhythm to this universe that no clock can capture, no calendar can predict. It is the rhythm of the divine. It moves not according to your impatience, not by your logic, and not by your ego's demands, but by something infinitely wiser, infinitely vaster. Divine timing is not late, not early, and never wrong. It arrives like the tide, not to meet your schedule, but to meet your soul's evolution. When you begin to understand this, not as a concept, but as a living truth etched into the silence of your being, something inside you relaxes. You stop measuring your life by the ticking of time and start measuring it by the expansion of your awareness. You no longer say, why hasn't it happened yet? But rather, what am I being prepared for? There is no coincidence. There is no accident. Every delay, every detour, every door that would not open was not a rejection, it was a redirection. Life, in its infinite intelligence, has never denied you anything. It has only ever rerouted you to something more aligned with who you are becoming. But the ego does not see alignment. It only sees delay. It only sees absence. It only sees lack. That is because the ego lives in time. The soul lives in truth. And truth is never rushed. The acorn does not argue with the oak it's destined to become. It doesn't complain about how long it takes. It doesn't wish to be another tree. It simply surrenders to the season it is in. It trusts the dark soil and the silent work happening beneath the surface. So must you. You are not being delayed. You are being deepened. We suffer not because life withholds, but because we cling. We cling to timelines, to expectations, to ideas of how and when things must unfold. But divine timing does not ask for your timeline. It asks for your trust. And trust is not passive, it is the most powerful act of surrender. Trust is choosing to believe that even when nothing makes sense, everything is working. That even in silence, there is movement. That even in stillness, something sacred is being orchestrated beyond your view. What appears stagnant is often the space where transformation takes root. The butterfly is not born because the caterpillar pushes harder. It is born because the time is right. And the time is always right, but only to the one who has stopped resisting what is. You were not born to race the clock. You were born to awaken. And awakening does not happen according to schedule. It happens in divine time when the conditions are ready within you, when your spirit is ripe for remembering, when you're finally tired of forcing and start listening instead, listening not to the noise of the world, but to the whisper within you that says, be still, trust this. There is a part of you, ancient, infinite, eternal, that already knows this truth. It is the part of you that has never been in a hurry. It is the part of you that does not panic in the pause. It is the part of you that recognizes that nothing real can be lost and nothing meant for you will pass you by. Let that part of you speak louder now, because everything that you've been waiting for, everything your heart aches to see, is not outside of you. It's unfolding in the unseen. Life is not denying you, it is preparing you. Every unanswered prayer is not a punishment, it is a protection, a recalibration, a sacred pause to make space for something greater. Divine timing does not work to make you comfortable. It works to make you conscious. You see, when you are truly ready, not mentally, not emotionally, but spiritually, you will find that what you once chased begins to arrive without effort. The partner, the peace, the purpose, they do not show up because you demanded them. They show up because you became a vibrational match. Divine timing does not bring you what you want. It brings you what you are ready to hold. And to be ready is to be whole. To be whole is to no longer seek from lack, but to offer from fullness. You stop praying for something to complete you and start radiating the energy that attracts all things naturally. You stop chasing what you think is missing, and you realize nothing is missing. You are already in sacred company, already on holy ground, already part of a divine unfolding that your mind may not understand, but your soul has always trusted. It takes courage to live this way, to let go of your plans, to surrender your agenda, to breathe through the discomfort of not knowing. But this courage is the doorway to miracles. Because miracles do not happen on your timeline, they happen on God's. And God's timing is never rushed by your worry. It is not disrupted by your fear. It is not swayed by your doubt. Divine timing flows from a place that is beyond manipulation, beyond control, beyond your will. It is born from alignment. And alignment comes not from pushing, but from allowing. So let yourself allow the unanswered to be sacred. Allow the delays to be divine. Allow the waiting to be holy. Do not despise the space between the seed and the bloom. Do not curse the rain, the dark, or the dormant. Every season has its place in your becoming. You are not being punished by time. You are being initiated by it. Initiated into patience, into presence, into peace, into the kind of inner freedom that does not depend on outer events, into the kind of knowing that no longer rushes toward the future because it has finally remembered the presence of now. Now is always sacred. Now is always enough. Now is always on time. Even your pain has its purpose. Even your confusion is a corridor. Even your heartbreak is a holy teacher. Not one tear is wasted. Not one setback is random. Every piece of your story is being woven into something radiant, something only divine timing could orchestrate. But here's what you must understand. The soul does not measure progress by speed. It measures it by surrender. It does not ask how far you've come. It asks how deeply you've trusted. And trust is the pathway to all things unseen. Divine timing is the language of the soul. And your soul is fluent in its silence. So slow down, breathe, let go of your deadlines. Release the white-knuckled grip you have around the future. You are not behind. You are not off track. You are not too late. You are exactly where you are meant to be, not by accident, but by grace. You are not waiting for life to begin. Life is waiting for you to open, to soften, to receive what has always been yours, but only at the appointed time. And that time will not be announced. It will arrive like a breeze, quiet, unexpected, transformational. And you will know, not because of a sign in the sky, but because your soul will sigh. Now is the moment. Now is the miracle. Now is always divine. You are not late for your life. That idea only exists in a world ruled by comparison, but your soul does not compare. It unfolds. Like the petals of a lotus, it opens in its own rhythm, untouched by the clock, unmoved by the pressure. The soul does not bloom because others have. It blooms because the moment is right, because the inner soil has been tilled by tears, softened by surrender, and nourished by grace. You are not behind, you are becoming. When you accept this, truly accept it, the anxiety begins to dissolve. You stop racing the phantom of someone else's path. You stop chasing a version of success that was never written for your spirit. And you start living from presence instead of pressure. You no longer look at someone else's breakthrough and feel small. You look and you remember, their time is not your time. Their purpose is not your purpose. The divine does not duplicate destinies. It only fulfills them in unique and perfect ways. Let that truth free you. There is no peace in the timeline your ego demands. There is only tension. There is only striving. There is only a constant hunger to arrive somewhere other than here. But you cannot arrive at peace by abandoning presence. You cannot reach joy by resenting the now. You cannot taste the fruit before the roots are formed. Divine timing is the great teacher of this truth. Every delay has been a blessing in disguise. You may not see it in the moment, but one day you will look back and say, thank God that didn't happen when I wanted it to. Because you weren't ready then, not because you were flawed, but because life was still preparing the soil, still shaping the circumstances, still healing the fractures you hadn't even seen, still aligning the pieces in a way that only spirit could orchestrate. Readiness is not determined by desire. Readiness is a vibration. It is the energy of wholeness. When you vibrate in alignment with what you seek, you don't have to chase it, it meets you. That is the magic of divine timing. It doesn't answer your prayers in panic, it answers them in peace. And it waits until you're home within yourself before it delivers what you've asked for. You are not forgotten, you are not unseen. The delay is not a denial, it is a doorway. A doorway into deeper faith, a doorway into greater trust, a doorway into the kind of inner clarity that cannot be shaken by the winds of time. You are not being punished by waiting, you are being prepared by it. The wait is the work. The pause is the place where the sacred rearranges you so that when the right moment comes, you don't sabotage it with your fear. You were never meant to force anything. You were meant to flow with everything. Look at nature. The rivers do not rush to their destination. They meander, they carve, they flow. Not by urgency, but by surrender. And still, they arrive. The seasons do not compete. Winter does not rush to be spring. Each one honors its time, and so must you. There is beauty in honoring your season, even if it looks like stillness to the world, It may be the most active time for your soul. The greatest transformations happen in the dark. The seed does not sprout in the light. It breaks open beneath the surface, in silence, in obscurity. And you too may feel buried right now. But you are not buried, you are planted. You are in the sacred stage of becoming. And when the timing is right, nothing and no one will stop the bloom. So be gentle with yourself. Speak to yourself the way Spirit would speak. With love, with patience, with reassurance. Tell yourself, I may not see it yet, but I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. Let this trust become your practice. Let it become your prayer. Let it become the lens through which you see every delay, every closed door, every unanswered question. Because sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is wait without worry, breathe without rushing, be without proving. Let life come to you in its own way, in its own time, with its own kind of perfection. There is nothing wrong with you because it hasn't happened yet. There is only ripening, there is only alignment, there is only divine orchestration happening in the unseen, shaping what your eyes cannot yet perceive. And it is not your job to control the how or the when. Your job is only to remain open, willing, and rooted in trust. The divine does not forget its appointments. It never misses its cue. It is not late, it is precise. And when your moment comes, when the door opens, when the alignment strikes like lightning across the sky of your being, you will know it was worth every unanswered question, every tear, every moment of doubt. Because the gift that arrives in divine timing is never just what you wanted, it's what your soul needed all along. That's the difference. What the ego wants often comes with a price, but what Spirit delivers comes with peace. You do not have to sacrifice your soul for what is meant for you. You only have to align with the truth of who you are and allow life to meet you there. Do not confuse stillness with stagnation. The universe is never still. Even when the surface seems quiet, the depths are in motion. So too are you. Even now, something within you is shifting. Even now, you are becoming a more fertile ground for the miracles you once begged for. You are the prayer. You are the timing. You are the place where God shows up, not in fireworks, but in presence. Not in drama, but in alignment. Trust this. Trust the closed doors, for they are divine detours. Trust the quiet, for it is the soil of revelation. Trust the unanswered prayers, for they are the guardians of greater blessings. Trust the seasons of isolation, for they are the spaces where Spirit reshapes you without distraction. Most of all, trust that you are not waiting for life. Life is waiting for you to stop running, to stop grasping, to stop forcing, and simply become still enough to be found by the grace that is already on its way. Let yourself be found. Let yourself be held. Let yourself believe that divine timing is not a punishment, but a promise. A promise that what is truly for you cannot be lost, missed, or delayed. It can only arrive exactly when you are ready to receive it fully. And when it does, it will feel like coming home. Not to a place, but to yourself. The greatest illusion the ego maintains is the belief that we are in charge of time, that we are the masters of beginnings and endings, that we can orchestrate the symphony of life according to our own design. But the soul knows better. The soul knows it is not the conductor, it is the instrument. And when we surrender to divine timing, we allow ourselves to be played by the hands of the infinite. What emerges from that surrender is not weakness, it is music. A harmony that could never have been composed by the mind. A melody that rises only when the heart is still and open. You begin to notice that what you thought was a setback was a setup. That what you perceived as loss was actually rearrangement. That what you judged as stagnation was spiritual gestation. You were not forgotten in the silence, you were being softened. Softened so that you could receive, not just externally, but internally. because nothing that arrives externally will fulfill you until you are inwardly prepared to hold it with reverence. Divine timing ensures that what is meant for you will not only enter your life, it will remain in your life, because you will have become someone who can sustain it. That is why you must trust the wait. There is a divine architecture to your life that cannot be mapped by intellect. It can only be revealed through surrender. You do not see the blueprint, but the builder does. And the builder is never careless. Every beam of timing, every brick of delay, every window of uncertainty is placed with sacred precision. When you stand in the house of your destiny, you will see that even the crooked walls were necessary to bring you home to yourself. But you must be willing to release the illusion of control. Control is the armor of the fearful. It says, if I just try harder, push faster, manipulate better, I can make life bend to my will. But life does not bend to will. It flows through trust. Control may give the illusion of progress, but trust brings the reality of peace. And peace is the foundation upon which all divine things are built. You were never meant to strive your way into blessings. You were meant to align your way into them. Alignment is the holy yes to life as it is. It does not mean you give up desire. It means your desire no longer comes from lack. It comes from love. It means you no longer say, I must have this to be whole, but instead, I welcome this from my wholeness. And when you live from wholeness, timing becomes your ally, not your enemy. The ego says, you should be there by now. The soul says, you are right on time. Every soul blooms in divine sequence. The oak tree does not bloom in spring like the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom does not judge the cactus for blooming under the desert sun. Every soul has its season. Every path has its pace. And when you honor your own, you free yourself from the suffering of comparison. Comparison is the thief of peace. It convinces you that your worth is measured by how fast you manifest. But true manifestation is not about speed. It's about alignment, resonance, readiness. It's about becoming a vessel that can carry the magnitude of what you've asked for. The universe is not withholding from you. It is waiting for your energy to rise to the level of your request. This is the great invitation of divine timing. To rise, not to race. To rise into patience, into purpose, into presence. To let your growth be the magnet that draws what is meant for you. You do not find your blessings by chasing them. You attract them by becoming who you were born to be. And who you were born to be does not panic in the waiting. Who you were born to be remembers that delays are sacred, that detours are instructional, that even endings are beginnings wearing a different costume. You stop resisting what is and begin listening to what is rising. Because when divine timing moves, it doesn't announce itself. It arrives like dawn, quiet, golden, unmistakable. And those who have learned to trust the dark can receive the light without fear. They no longer cling to the old. They no longer force the new. They allow, they accept, they flow. They trust that every season of their life is a classroom for the soul. You are not late, you are learning. You are not forgotten, you are forming. You are not abandoned, you are being aligned. And when you are aligned, nothing is lost. Everything that is meant for you will find you, not in the chaos of effort, but in the stillness of faith. Faith is not blind belief. Faith is deep remembrance, a return to the knowing that you are already held by something infinitely wise, something that sees 10,000 steps ahead, something that knows exactly when to close a door and exactly when to swing it wide open. Let that knowing soothe you. Let it quiet the voice that says, it should have happened by now. Let it dissolve the anxiety that clings to clocks and deadlines. Let it remind you that you are not on the world's time, you are on soul time. And soul time does not run on urgency, it runs on expansion. The more you expand, the less you force. The more you trust, the more you receive. The more you surrender, the more life reveals its mysterious grace. You begin to walk not ahead of yourself, not behind yourself, but with yourself. And in that sacred companionship with your own soul, you arrive at the only place you were ever meant to be, here. Now, this moment, this breath, this is where divine timing begins, not in some future manifestation, but in your willingness to be fully present with what is. This moment is not in the way, it is the way. It is the seedbed of everything that is coming. It is the holy ground on which your future takes root. Honor it, bless it, trust it. So here you are, not waiting anymore, but awakening, not chasing anymore, but becoming, not counting the hours, but consecrating the moment. And in this holy surrender, something shifts, something softens, something returns. You remember what the ego worked so hard to forget, that you were never separate from the timing of the divine. You were never off course. You were never out of sync. You were always being guided, always being led, always being shaped, not by delay, but by design. Every ache in your chest was a crack through which the light entered. Every prayer that seemed unanswered was an echo reverberating through a larger orchestration. You could not see it, but the hands of grace were always moving, always aligning, always waiting for you to let go, not because you were being punished, but because your fists were clenched too tightly to receive the miracle. And now you know, the waiting was never empty. It was sacred. It was the chrysalis that transformed you slowly and invisibly into someone who could carry more light. Someone who could love without condition. Someone who no longer begged the universe for answers, but bowed to its wisdom. You are not who you were. The self who demanded the world move faster has dissolved. The self who needed everything to make sense has softened. What remains is truer, quieter, more spacious. You are now a vessel that can receive without needing to control, that can trust without needing to understand. And this trust is the gateway to freedom. Because freedom is not found in having everything you want exactly when you want it. It is found in realizing you are whole, even when nothing has arrived yet. It is found in breathing peacefully through the unknown. It is found in the sacred recognition that everything unfolds not by your command, but by divine alignment. And divine alignment has never failed you. It has placed you in the presence of teachers cloaked as hardship. It has rearranged your plans when they no longer matched your evolution. It has cracked open your heart so that it could stretch wide enough to hold the immensity of love you once feared. And it has brought you here not by mistake, but by miracle. So let the old story fall away now, the one that said you were too late, too behind, too broken, too lost. Let that voice go. It was never your soul speaking. It was your conditioning, echoing in the hallways of your past. But you are not your past. You are not the missed opportunities, the abandoned dreams, the closed doors, the should-haves, or the timelines that unraveled. You are this moment. You are the breath that expands without effort. You are the awareness that watches without judgment. You are the presence that listens without trying to fix. You are the light that remained, even in the longest night. You are the calm after the storm, the clarity after the chaos, the stillness after the striving. You are what was always meant to be. And what is meant for you, truly meant for you, cannot be rushed. It cannot be missed. It cannot be destroyed. It can only arrive when you are fully ready to receive it. Not with trembling hands, but with an open heart. Not with desperation, but with devotion. So take this breath, take this moment, and know, nothing is wasted. No part of your journey has been a detour. Every step has led you here. Every loss carved space for grace. Every silence deepened your listening. Every delay was a message from the divine saying, not yet, because something greater is forming. And now, you're no longer fighting that truth. You're welcoming it. You're no longer demanding your life bend to your timing. You're flowing with the mystery of it all. You're no longer trying to outrun the pain. You're walking through it with open eyes and a steady heart, knowing that even this is part of the rhythm. You're not who you were. You're not who you thought you had to be. You are who you always were, beneath the fear. A soul in perfect harmony with a universe that never makes a mistake. And now you walk differently. Not faster, not more forcefully, but with reverence, with grace, with a quiet knowing that whatever is coming is already yours, that you don't have to run toward it, you just have to rise into it. You just have to meet it by being the truest expression of yourself. And that is freedom. Freedom from urgency, freedom from self-judgment, freedom from timelines built on fear. This is the liberation of the soul that knows, I don't have to rush, I don't have to beg, I don't have to grasp, I just have to trust, open, allow, and life will meet me there. And when it does, it will not be because you forced it, it will be because you became it. The miracle will not come to rescue you, it will come to reflect you. It will not arrive to prove your worth. It will arrive because you finally remembered you were worthy all along. This is the divine unfolding. This is the sacred rhythm. This is your soul, awake and alive, moving with the timing of eternity. So now, breathe. Not because you're waiting for something, but because you are something. You are not waiting for the right time. You are the right time. You are the light that dawns in perfect silence. And divine timing is always right.